Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again, and I thought I'd do another one with a lovely lattice. I love this stamp set and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. But I've paired it up with my sheet music as well, and I've gone a bit shabby chic with this one. So this is the card, absolutely beautiful. I've paired it up with the painted glass sentiment, which is there. Thank you. I love a thank you card. These are my new blend pens. Absolutely love them as well. And I've just grunged it up a little bit. I've added a gorgeous little bow. And that's my card up close. And inside, I've just gone around with the framework that comes with the lattice, and I've just stamped a couple of times over each other, just for something quirky to go inside. So yeah, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to show you how I made it. Oh, excuse me. What I did, I just opened this up, and I've got Sahara sand here, and I'm just going to rub it on my stamp. That's it. I'm not even going to take it out of the packet. You don't really need to. I've got my 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and I'm just putting it on the edge of that stamp, and I'm going to rub it in. There's not even point taking them out of the packets, is there really, when you can use them as the stamping block itself? Take it off just to put on a block just to do this. You might as well just leave it in there. And you still get the same results. Wicked. I like it because I'm going to sponge up around the outsides as well. And all I do then for this, give it a wipe, close it up, and that's done. How simple. I like quick methods. Perfect. So I'm going to stamp on my Stamparatus because 1, I want to make sure I get it in the right place. 2, I may need to re-ink it a couple of times because I think with large stamps you don't get the chance to, you can only do it once in the same place, can't you? So the Stamparatus for this, for me, really helps. So I'm making sure my card is in, square on, would help. And then I'm just going to stamp in the middle of the sheet music. I may swap up the colours of the flowers. I want a bit more darkness around the trellis. So I like to double stamp. You can't do that without this sheen. Oh, you definitely need one of these. Beautiful. Nice dark image. Beautiful. So while my ink is out, I'll just remove my card. Clean my... Look at that. Oof, really inked up. But it comes off a treat. That's why I like to stamp with Memento Black. Put that straight back in my case. Perfect. I'm going to grab myself a scrap of paper. I'm going to grunge this up as well after we've stamped. I'm just going to do this whilst it's out as well. And this is that lovely thank you. And I did have it upside down there. And I'm just going to stamp it right on the line. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Lovely. Nice and dark as well. It helps when you keep your ink pad juiced up. Ink pad. Oh bless, we'll get there in the end. So set that to one side. We'll flag that later and we'll distress that as well. Oh, come back, Gaynor. You're forgetting your flowers. So I've got this beautiful little flower for each of the corners. And I'm just keeping it pointing down. I did do it on the side at the other end, but I'm just keeping them pointing this same way on all four corners. Isn't that pretty? You could leave that like that, put sentiment on, just sponge around the outside, make a lovely card. But I wanted to test out those beautiful colours that came with my order. Oh, me order. I love it. I love getting a new order. So I'm going to distress after. I'm going to choose different colours for my flower and my leaves. I've used the Shaded Spruce and the Blackberry Bliss on this one. I don't know, I like them colours, see? Really pretty. I love it, actually. Ooh, what do you reckon? Do we need 2 cards the same colour? I tell you what, let's try some lovely lipstick this time. Haven't used this on a card yet. And we're going to go for some... What's this colour? Old Olive, is it? Yeah, let's get some Old Olive on the go. Going around with the dark. I always try and do the leaves first. I'm just adding just a tiny fleck in each of the leaves, just so it blends in. We'll finish off then with the light. And the same on my leaves. And I'm just going over where I think the shadow would be, which is under the petals. And down the stems. There's always one leaf there. It's that one. I always forget to do that one. So again, where you see a leaf under a flower, or quite close, just add your dark areas. Coming down a bit further on that one. And where these little buds are, I'm just going to do them in the dark of the green. Because they're fresh and new. And it doesn't take long. It takes longer, I think, when you're using the watercolour pencils. Because you're blending as well and you're trying to get all that imagery covered in, blended in, doing different tones, and I think these are a lot faster for that. And now for the light. I love looking at other people's cards to give inspiration, and I saw the one by the lovely Brian King who works for Stampin Up, and he got a very busy background going on, nothing like this, and not even this stamp set, but he had a nice busy background going on with a floral image, and it was beautiful. Not that, like I say, not this set, it just looked lovely with that background. So hence my new stamps come in, and me being able to pick out those elements and bring them to something different on my card. This is why I like to have a look. It's amazing I can look at something and see something totally different in your head to give you something beautiful, but you've taken inspiration from somewhere else. And that's what I like about Stampin' Up. And these going over those leaves a second time. Just beautiful. I love this. I'm in my oils when I'm colouring. Oh, I love it. I always like to do the dark as well first. So I'm using the little brush tip now, and I'm just... Oh, that is going to be so pretty. You can hear shouting. It's Mr. Boyce downstairs getting uber excited on his game, as per usual. I can hear him plain as day. I'm sure he thinks it's real life, bless his soul. Did he do well with his card the other week? I'm slowly wearing him down. I might get him to do one at least once a month. Not bad, considering it was his first time. He'd never stamped anything before. I don't have to fussy cut for him anymore because I got the framelets. Oh, I just love this colour. Why haven't I used the Poppy Parade quite a lot, thinking it's lovely lipstick, and every time I pick it up I call it lovely lipstick, but it's not. It's the Poppy Parade one, but this is beautiful. And I'm just doing the outside leaves. Beautiful. Now we can start on these gorgeous little buds, and with these I'm just dotting them. See, I've missed a leaf there, look. Perfect. I'll leave that out just in case I spot any more. Never mind that, so I'm just dotting. Perfect. I can add some lighter tones in a moment. And that's the back of a petal. I'm in shot, aren't I? Sorry. I mean, you could do the light first. It's entirely up to you. I think it just blends it better when you add your lighter colour after you've put the dark on. There we go, it's beautiful. Just like emphasising each little petal on there as well. I think that's the main trick. We can all draw lines. And Mr. Boyce proved that. Beautiful. So it's coming together beautifully. And the reason I did the blue, I'm going to have to buy new blends because my grey nib is gone. I may go a bit shaded, a little less shading, and where you've got bits like that, where it's the back of the petal, do it dark. Like there. excuse me, like there, there's the back of the petal, and there, and these two pieces. And where the petals bent over, it's just beautiful. They always put one main flower on as a focal point, don't they? But it's coming together rather quickly now. I think I'm getting better at its colouring, girls and boys. I think knowing your stamp sets as well is really good. Just practice. Beautiful. Oh, I'm going to pick, shall I pick for a lovely, I'm going to use the light Mango Melody for the centres this time. I used Pineapple Punch. I want more of a dimmer tone, if you know what I mean. Wherever you see those stamen. Beautiful. So pretty. And these as well. What are the top ones? Very nice. Oh, I just spotted another one. And now we can move in and use the light. Pretty, very pretty. Oh, I'll show you. I'll hold it up close in a moment and show you the difference. Look at that. It's a much better tone on tone, that one. Just beautiful. And while doing these flowers, you're getting rid of that the stamp at the back. So it's as if it's been slotting there on purpose. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that coming together lovely? Just try stamps like this and do a paler background. Could have even stamped off once and stamp that again to even make it even paler, but I don't think it needs to be any paler than that, this background. Loving the bits of white that are coming through. Just absolutely gorgeous. If you think it needs a darker tone, just pull some in. Go over this stamp set and this, and it will darken them areas back up for you. Just gorgeous. Beautiful. Perfect. Oops. Don't forget your flowers in the corners. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And what am I going to choose now? I'm going to have my pool party. I'm just going to test this on a scrap. Oh, look at the nib on that, see? That's my old one. But I've only got the light. Is that new or old? Oh gosh. I think this is the old one. Let's have a look, see if this is the new one. That's better. Oh, look at that. I missed a petal completely. Once you've filled your flower in, see, you can then see where these bits of the lattice is coming through. It gives it like that stained glass look, I think, if you add the blue. I'm going to go round then and give it a bigger border, thicker border. It's like more like a sepia look coming through now, isn't it? Beautiful. So I'll grab a slightly darker pen. I'm going to use the dark balmy blue. And I'm just going to go around the edge of the framework. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. I'm loving it. That's really pretty. Just two different cards all together now. Beautifully done. It's beautiful. So I'm going to take my Sahara sand. I got my dauber. And I'm just going to, and I'm going to even rub in between. I know there's a lot of people like clean lines. I don't mind beefing up the ends if it makes the card look absolutely beautiful. I want to make it look like somebody's painted those beautiful flowers on an old sheet of music paper. Get some grunge going in there. Oh, I love that. Isn't that beautifully done? Fabulous. And while it's out, I'm going to fold my card gently, and we're going to sponge around the outside of the card as well. those creases beautifully. So this is the way round. Beautiful. And now I'm going to flag the ends as well. That's had plenty of time to dry now. Beautiful. And we're going to sponge this as well. I'm even going to give that a rub. Beautiful. That is gorgeous. I've got brown fingers. I'm covered. I'm going to pop that all right on there now. Beautiful. Oh, I bought this glue. I ordered it last night and it came literally today. And yet it told me it was going to be like 4 weeks. The only reason I've bought it is because if my other glue doesn't come in time for when I've run out and they have to wait, I just thought I'd give it a go. And it's called Arlene's Original Tacky Glue. And again, it dries clear and it doesn't dry sticky. But don't know whether what it's like on. I've glued 2 pieces of card together. You've got a little bit of wiggle space with this as well. I'm not taking anything away from my art glitter glue, which I love. But I want to see, does that warp? Looks alright. Very strong. And this is an 8-ounce bottle for like £7, £7.95, something like that. Double, half the price of this, but I'd sooner pay for this any day. But yeah, I thought I'd give it a try. America's favourite craft glue, it says. I've seen lots of people use it. I've seen them ones with the ladies at the bottom and it's like a ring and you just put it on top. But I thought I'd try it. Only if that doesn't come back into stock. I'm certainly not paying $25 for shipping and $25 for a product when I can get it over here for £16 in the UK. A third of the price when they've got it back in stock. I've also got my Cosmic Shimmer glue as well, which I love that as well. I'm going to see now where we've missed with the stamp. Doesn't matter, it looks authentic and old. I might have to trim that down a little bit more. Oh no, it's still poking through. That is absolutely gorgeous. Now my baker's twine. Oh, my linen thread, should I say. I love this stuff, but you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. You want about 26 when it's, you want 13 inches when it's doubled. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, I need some more. I'm going to cut it in the centre. And I'm going to cut it again. So I've got 4. And you can guess it. I'm going to use my bow maker. Oops. You've got to keep that in the centre if you want to keep it even. Beautiful. Pull that nice and tight, and then we can trim them down. And then I'm just going to curl them up. That pretty. Just so pretty. Right, and now I'm going to grab another blob of glue, and that's going right there. And to help it out a little bit, I'm just going to douse the back of the thread. Just going to hold that into place for a minute. Does not take long to go off at all, this glue. It's amazing. And then just separate the strings a bit. Perfect. Isn't that beautiful? So I've got some little pearls here, and I've coloured 5 of them. Yes. And I just put one right on there. Just so sweet. Stunning. And then I'm going to have one here. I've coloured them with the dark soft suede. And I've got one more to make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll put one there this time. I didn't do that on the other card. But there it is, that same card. We haven't finished yet. Oh, getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to take my soft suede again. And all I did on it, because it looks beautiful, you open it up and it's just pure white. What I'm doing, I'm just going to stamp it as many times as I can along the edge, just to give it a bit of depth, top and bottom. Just building it up. Just framing it, basically. Now I don't care if it looks straight, I'm just framing it. And I want it to look offset, some of it. Perfect. So there is going to be my grungy part for the inside of my card as well, which is what I did on here. It's just kept stamping it over and over until I got it just how I wanted it. So there we have it. There's those 2 beautiful cards. And while I'm here, and I've got my stamp out, get my bubble, because these are going to friends of mine who are going to sell them for their said charities. Look at that, I've got a bit black on the back of there. Oh, well, never mind. I'll get them off. Oh, that was good. I'll use my sand eraser on there. I love this thing. It's not too bad now. There we go, not too bad. It's just everything coming off here. Start with a clean sheet. So there we go. There is my Blackberry Brick and my lovely lipstick. Grungy, Shabby Chic thank you cards. And I hope you like. This is that one, a close-up. Beautiful. And this is that one, close-up. I just love them. I love the bows. Just adds something else. So there you go. I hope you like it. Hope you give it a go, because I had so much fun making this. Me and my colouring, that's what it is. I love it. It's so therapeutic. So if you're feeling a little bit stressed, pull out your lovely Lattice or any floral stamp set and get some colouring done. You won't regret it. So there we go. I'm going to love and leave you all now. Thanks you. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. I'm going to go and wash all this ink off my fingers. Please don't forget to press subscribe and the little bell straight away. That way you'll be notified of all future videos. And I do my best to post every single day. So, till tomorrow, take care. Bye.